Okay, look at this. See what we've got. I have done my last. Can you see that's my last short row turn right there in our first cast on stitch. And there's our back neck shape. That looks pretty good, right? There's our shoulder. That looks just like our shoulders looked before. It looks really good. So there we are. We are ready for the next step. I am going to doing all of the normal increases. I am going to do this row back to here, and when I come back to you, we will be ready to cast on our center back and our right side shoulder. So give me just a minute and I'll be right back. Okay, here we are. I've knit back to this end. I'm going to pull our knot out, and this is where we repeat our cast on. Now, we have to cast on the number of stitches we need for the center back. If you are concerned about having the back wide enough, the extra stitches you add are right here. I'm going to add 6 stitches because that's kind of my standard, but if you, as you use this pattern, you will develop your own standard for whoever you're knitting for. For me, 6 inches is fine. So I'm going to do the 6 stitches, and I'm going to put my first turn marker on. You may think, oh, I don't need the turn markers. I'm going to be able to do the counting, but truly this is so, you got so many things going on at once that if you don't set the markers, I can tell you with confidence, you're going to tear it out. Been there, done that. I have the t-shirt. Okay, 4. Remember, 2 sets of 4, 2 sets of 3, 2 sets of 2, 2 sets of 1. It's just exactly like the other shoulder. This ensures that when we are done and we hit this last turn marker, we will have exactly the same number of rows on the right front that we already have on the left front. We're going to be anal and count it regardless, but we will have the same number of rows. So this is our second set of 4. The reason I didn't just use a separate piece of yarn for doing the cast on, because you've got to have a, kind of like a long tail in both directions, is because I hate cutting my yarn. I know that's anal of me. I just hate cutting my yarn. I know this is my test ball. I'm going to tear it out. Why cut a piece off? So that's our second set of 4. The next one is 3. Now here's the advantage of doing this particular cast on. Because it looks the same on both sides, I don't have to worry about, oh my god, it looks different. I don't have to worry about it. Okay, that's our first set of 3. This is our second set of 3. Set our marker. Another good one would be the Chinese waitress cast on. That would be really good. This is our first set of 2. Our second set of 2. Our first set of 1. I'm short a marker. I better go back and count. Oops, don't do that, Nori. I'm going to have to go back and count, make sure I've got. There's 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 2, 2. All right, there's 1. And I have 1 more. There's my last one. Okay, there we go. Now we're going to cast on 4, just exactly like we did the other side. 2, 3, 4. I'm going to turn my work so I don't have to, I don't want to make sure I have the right, I want to use my center pull so I have less of a problem. Right, there's my center pull. If I were I'm going to cut the yarn type, I would cut the yarn off. This yarn would get cut off. But I'm not going to cut the yarn, so I'm just going to suck it up and fight with 2 strands. So here we go, and I'm going to find something to pick up here and do my increase. Oh, I can't use that one, that's the live stitch one. Alright, that looks like a likely candidate. That gives me my increase. We're going to go all the way to our marker, and we're going to do our short row turn. This is our short row turn. Pick it up, pass it back. I can't remember which way it goes, like this, I think. Okay, alright. I think I have it. I hope I have it. Oh my gosh, I don't know how you guys do this. Alright, so here we go. Back to the front. And turn. Now this is the row we're setting the shoulder. We're going to knit 3. Well, we're going to knit 1. Increase. Oh, I'm going to purl 1, not knit 1. Sorry, guys. Let me pick this back up. All right, purl 1, and I'm going to pick up that right there and purl it. Okay, there we go. That gives me 3. This is where we set our marker. We don't do any increases on this set, which means I'm going to purl down, knit back, and then the next purl we'll do our first increase. Oh, I hope that's right. It looks like it might be. Okay, we're going to drop that. We are going to do our short row turn in this one. Got to remember which side it goes on. There we go. I hope you guys check on YouTube for short row turn videos, because I really am crunching this for you, and it's got to be uncomfortable. Okay, all the way to the front. Turn our work. Purl the first one. Do our increase. And now we're going to get to the shoulder marker, slip it, purl 1, and do our increase. And our increase is in that purl bump right below the stitch we just made. There's that. There's our turn. We drop this marker, and we do our next short row turn. Okay, back we go. Slip our marker, do our one stitch after, and lifted increase all the way to the front. Dog hair. Okay, there's all the way to the front. We turn our work, purl the first one, and we're going to lift that sucker right there and purl it, and purl to the shoulder marker. We're setting our back raglan this time. There's our shoulder marker. When we purl 1, we lift this purl bump right here, and we purl 4. There's our 4th. That gives us 4 stitches. We set our shoulder marker, and we purl to our turn. Drop this marker, purl 1, and we do our turn in this one. There's our turn. You know what? I have to back up. Look what I didn't do. I didn't do my increase right there. That doesn't work. We have to do an increase there. There we go. Alright, there we've done our increase marker. We reach back and we pick that pearl bump up and purl it. Okay, we're back on track again. Alright, here's the one we turn in, and back we go. I'm going to have too big a stitch here somewhere because I lost my wrap on my turn. So and just know that I know it's there and it sucks, but this is my test, so I'm not going to go back and fix it. I should. I know I should. You know I should. I'm not going to do it. I'm just trying to get the concept of how this all ties together to you, so that when we start doing the I-chord one, which is our real live woohoo one, you all understand where we're going. I mean, not that this one can't be used for a sweater. It can. You can do this one and then pick up stitches and knit a collar or a neck edge of some kind. Alright, this time we are going to set the front marker when we come to it. Of course, we have to go all the way to the turn and come back, but we're going to set the front marker on this one. And purl one and lift that purl bump. Okay, and there's our back increase. Drop that one, purl one, the next one is the one before our marker, so we're going to do our short row turn there. That's the back one. Don't do anything until we hit our center marker, our shoulder marker. Okay, here's our shoulder marker. We have 5 stitches between our back marker and our shoulder marker, which is just exactly what we had on the other shoulder. So that gives us 2. Our increase gives us 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is our front marker. And we don't increase, or we do increase right now. There's our increase for our front marker, and we go to the end. Now, from here on out, it's a repeat. You're gonna purl across until you hit your next increase or short row turn, and you're going to short row turn back. You're doing increases at the shoulder and after. So when you're doing the wrong side, it's at the shoulder and after. And when you get that all done and you've done your last turn, you're going to find you're knitting all the way across back and forth like we did on the one that was the Okay, here we are. I'm down to there's my last short row turn. and my 6 stitches across my back. I have the same number of stitches or same number of rows here as I have here. So I'm going to knit all the way across the front, and then I will show it to you one last time before I rip it out. So there it is, all done. You're going to be able to adjust how many iterations of, you may not want to do any of the sets of 4. You might want to just do sets of 3, sets of 2, sets of 1. How you shape it and how big it is up to you. It's a reflection of the combination of things you do. So that's our spring off point for our I-cord neck, and that's the piece we'll be doing next.